The Public Transport Modernization Program, formerly known as the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, the Public Transport Modernization Program, formerly known as the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, is a transformational large-scale initiative of the department that aims to establish an organized, efficient, and responsive public transport system that will provide sufficient, comfortable, accessible, safe, sustainable, and affordable mobility for all. In terms of the industry consolidation, the program has consolidated 159,862 units or 83.38% of the total 191,730 PUB units nationwide, as well as 6,090 routes, 1,749 cooperatives, and 1,088 corporations were formed in the process of consolidating the individual operators and drivers. Following the industry consolidation, the department shifts the focus to the completion of the local public transport route plans, with 1,441 out of 1,574 LGUs or 92% of LGUs capacitated in the preparation of the respective route plans. Relative to these, 1,125 LGUs or 71% have submitted LPTRPs and 197% or 12% have already been approved, with more plans to be approved by the DOTR in the following months. At the same time, there are already 11,197 operational modern PUBs nationwide. Of these, 7,510 units were provided with equity subsidy through the financing component of the program. Currently, there are 80 modern PUB models with certificate of compliance. Lastly, in the journey towards modernization, 52,525 beneficiaries have been provided with social support in the form of training assistance and livelihood packages. In the coming years, with more resources and funding for the PTMP, the program aims to achieve more of its targets in order to attain its goal of providing public transportation that is comfortable, accessible, safe, sustainable, and affordable of all. The fuel subsidy project aims to mitigate the impact of rising fuel costs by subsidizing the increase in the amount of fuel price incurred in the operation of public transportation to identified eligible beneficiaries in public transportation. The modes to be covered by the fuel subsidy program include modes under the LTFRB, such as traditional and modern PUJ, traditional and modern UB Express, PhilCab, minibus, Transport Network Vehicle Service or TNVS, shuttle service, school transport, and tourist transport service. In addition, delivery services under jurisdiction of the DICT and tricycles under the jurisdiction of the DILG are also included. Under GAA 2023, 655,436 of the 1,360,000 target beneficiaries have been provided with the subsidy, totaling to 1.97 billion pesos of subsidy amount credited. On the other hand, the department also implements the service contracting program, initially launched as part of Republic Act 11494, or the Bayanihan to Recover as One Act to support public transportation amid the pandemic. The program now aims to ensure efficient, safe, and financially viable public transportation operations. Since the start of its implementation in 2021, the program has been joined by more than 3,000 transport service entities, onboarded almost 100,000 units, served approximately 5,700 routes, and attained 346,595,000 ridership.
Well, and I'd like to commend the DOTR also for still maintaining the fuel subsidy program, 2.5 billion. Malaking tulong po ito sa ating mga constituents. With that said, Madam Chair, first question. I noticed in the slides it was mentioned that there is still service contracting program. Under what item po ba ito in our budget?
The service, Madam
Yes, please
Chair,
proceed.
yun pong service contracting program, wala po siyang budget for 2020. It's not included in the NEP.
Also included in NAP, pero we have a report of the ongoing implementation po, no? So this was included in the budget for 2024.
Yes, opo.
May we know bakit wala po siya sa 2025?
Actually po, LTFRB and the road sector is now working on implementation, no? Kasi po the budget is it's a small amount, no? And to cover like 200,000 operators, pinag-aaralan po namin mabuti how we can distribute it and make it really valuable to the beneficiaries, no?
Sorry, my understanding po, there was a budget last year. That's why you're mentioning po, Mr. Secretary, na pinag-divide po ninyo. Pero for 2025, wala po. Hindi po pinayagan ng DBM. But you requested it from the DBM. How much po yung
yes,
request
Your
po
Honor.
ninyo?
7 billion po ang nirequest namin nung
Your budget for last year was magkano po?
budget is I think 2.5 billion. No? Sandali lang po. 1.3 billion. 1.3. That's why napakaliit pong amount pag pinagati-hatian nung 200,000 operators. Kaya po pinag-aaralang mabuti how we can distribute it and have benefits to the operators.
Opo, I agree. This is one of your flagship projects. I think this is one of your projects that I think should be a flagship project. Malaking tulong, like the fuel subsidy, malaking tulong po ito sa ating constituents. However, it's unfortunate na hindi po pinayag ng DBM. I hope our colleagues who here would consider reinstating this for the budget of the DOTR. However, Mr. Chair, yung question lang po rin regarding now sa, I'd like to move on to the motor vehicle regulatory program. Kamusta po yung backlogs natin ng license plate and driver's license? I noticed wala po siya sa slides ninyo.
We will ask the LTO head to respond to that, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Madam Chair, if I may.
Yes, please proceed.
As far as the backlog of licenses and plates are concerned, sa license po, wala na po tayong backlog. Meron po tayong mga unclaimed licenses. No? But as far as the supply is concerned, tuloy-tuloy po yan. In around 30 district offices lang po, may konting delay in the issuance of the licenses because of the problem with the engravers. May 1 to 2 days delay po yan, pero napupunuan po kagad. So as far as backlog for licenses is concerned, supply-wise, puno na po yan. Sa plates ho rin, the same is true, no? Except for motorcycles po. No? We still have a 9.2 million backlog as far as motor plates for motorcycles are concerned. No? Ang target timeline po na yan na nabigay sa atin po ng Presidente is until June 2025. We are on track on this as far as supply is concerned. No? And again, our problems with the plates are in the distribution side. No? Kasi dumadami po yung supply, yung mga dealers po will have to cope up. We have agreed on a timeline for the distribution of these plates. May konting delay po on the distribution side of these plates. Pero sa motorcycles po tayo may backlog as far as plates are concerned. Nasa 9.2, 9.3 billion.
Mr. Chair, yung program, yung budget po natin for the license plates, saan po siya pumapasok? Is it in your the regular budget for the motor vehicle motor vehicle replacement plate backlog? Under what line item po ito?
It's under our regular budget under motor vehicle registration.
Okay, motor vehicle registration. Ito po yung 1.3 billion.
Yes, yes.
Opo. Yung license component dito na 740 million, this is purely for driver's license.
Yes po.
And to confirm yung driver's license po natin, fully complied na po tayo.
Yes po.
Yung sa plate naman, sa motorcycles na yung kulang.
Doon po malaking backlog po natin.
But you mentioned also the supply